Hey everybody, how we doing? It's Friday, January 29th. I guess the 29th. And we're gonna do a little winter camping overnight adventure here in the big transit. It's 27 degrees currently. Sun's out, so it looks good, but it's damn chilly, I'll tell you that. And we're supposed to get down to, I want to say like 13 degrees tonight. So that might be the coldest that I've ever been in the van. You know, I've done some cold stays in the van before. You know, I've been I don't know if you know, I'm a firefighter, and we've been dealing with that pandemic. And you know, when this thing early hit on, I had spent some time in the van. Actually, 5 weeks in the van when I wasn't at work. And then, gosh, not that long ago, we had kind of a little outbreak at the station. And that was, God, I want to say that was 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. So, you know, they were telling people to, you know, if you've been exposed, stay away for 14 days. So that couple of weeks right before Christmas, I was cooped up in the van, and but it didn't get this cold. It didn't get down to 13 degrees. You know, so. You know, this is just your regular van, you know, window passenger van that's non-insulated. So I do have a heater that I'll show you a little bit later. If I haven't showed it before, it's the Olympian Wave 3. Got a couple, you know, propane tanks for it to keep that thing running, which it seems to run on that thing. I get quite a few days out of it, actually. It's not bad. I mean, it doesn't run during the day, obviously, but, you know, at nighttime it'll run all night long. I do know that I get a pretty significant condensation issue in the van, and so I've had to really air it out. You know, so you know, the best. It's not the optimal heater to have for your cold weather van life camping. That's for damn sure. The best thing that would be one of those you know, diesel heaters. You know, they got the Chinese diesel heaters, or they got the Wabastos, and there's another brand, but that's a forced air dry heat that runs off of the blowers off of 12 volt, and the power source, or the fuel source, can either be diesel or gasoline. So actually, I'm heading down to the propane refill store right now. I want to get one of my tanks filled. I got one that's, you know, pretty full, but you know, I got one that's empty, so I always like to keep one spare ready just in case. So we're gonna head down there and get some propane, and see what kind of temperature we get going in the van tonight. So we'll catch you a little bit. All right, what's happening, guys? I'm gonna pull in here and grab me some propane. Looks like 12 bucks out the door. Regular 16 bucks, not a bad deal. All right, let's get this propane filled up. Don't want to run out tonight. All right, just got that propane tank filled, and man, it's damn chilly out there. A little bit breezy, 27 degrees. And I tell you what, I have my body's acclimated to the Florida weather I was in a couple of weeks ago. That's for damn sure. I don't know how much of a good idea this is to subject myself to some cold temperatures. Me and my cousin used to do a lot of backpacking, and I was just talking to him the other day, and we used to go out backpacking, you know, sleeping in tents and sleeping bags on the ground in the middle of the winter. And we said, you know, try to get towards 0 degrees. So obviously, if I could sleep out in a tent with 0 degrees with no kind of heat whatsoever, the only thing we would do is boil some water and put them in our Nalgene bottles, cap them up, and throw them in your sleeping bag. And that was the extent of the heater, you know. So the sleeping bags kept it pretty warm. So in theory, this is no big deal, right? You're inside the vehicle off the ground. I got a propane heater in here, and if it gets chilly, I can always fire it up. So it's not like this is any kind of a survivor situation or anything like that. But I do want to stop, see if I can pick up a very cheap thermometer, because I'm curious on what the difference is on the temperature from inside and outside the van. That's one thing that I am curious on. So if I can stop at the store here, maybe Home Depot, and pick me up a cheap thermometer, that would be awesome. So all right, we'll see if we can get that going. All right, I'm just gonna whip in here to Myers real quick and see if they happen to have a oops, watch it now. See if they happen to have a cheap thermometer. Smell like I want to spend a bunch of money on this little experiment. I used to have one I had for years. I used to take it when I went backpacking, just to have a you know, an idea what the temperature was and how cold it was getting. So, but let's see if they go in there. If they got something real cheap, if they do, great, I'm gonna get it. If they don't, then we'll just have to wing it. Just left Myers and no luck there. Couldn't find any little cheap little thermometer, digital thermometers I was looking at. They had a little keychain one that, you know, that you put on your keychain with a, you know, little mechanical type thermometer, but that's not exactly what I was looking for. So I don't know. Unfortunately, I'll probably have to look at Amazon or something like that. But if I decide that I really need that to measure some difference at one particular point. But anyway, I ain't gonna worry about it today, because I can tell the difference without any thermometer. The difference between warm and cold. So it's definitely gonna be cold. So, but all right, check you here in a little bit. All right, so I had a couple choices where I thought I might go, and you know, there's some places, you know, right by the house. But I was going to go for a little bit of a drive, and obviously warm this van up just a little bit, preheat it. So I was either going to go to one of the metro parks or the state park, but I didn't feel like buying a metro park pass. I don't know, they're 35, 40 bucks or something like that. And I was only going to be there for a little bit today, so I really didn't feel like spending the money. So I figured I'd run down to Sterling State Park. And just curious to see if the campground's open and see if anybody's there. So it's not far from the house, 20-minute drive or so. So we'll go check that out and see if anybody's at the campground. And man, do I need to clean these glasses? They're filthy. So, all right, check you in a bit. All right, just pulled into the park here, and it looks nice out. A little deceiving, I'll tell you that for sure. So see if anybody's out here. I doubt they're going to have anybody at the gate. We will see. Park open till 10 o'clock. Guess I could stay here till 10 o'clock if I wanted. And yep, we got nobody in there. Yep, nobody in there. Let's see. I mean, we got some ice fishermen out there on the water. I guess it's cold enough to be out there. I don't know if you can see them. Two little shanties out there. Got the nuclear power plant there, Fermi, chugging away. Got the twin stacks going. All right, campground is just ahead here. I don't know if this place is open or not. I don't see anybody out there. Oh, nope. I don't. Wait a minute, looks like they put some cabins out there or something. But in there, what does it say? Check-in, front door. Alright, let's take a little cruise through there. Oh, alright. Guess we're not going to take a cruise through there. Campground is closed. Now, I haven't been down here in a while, and unfortunately this GoPro doesn't zoom in, but I can see off in the distance there, it looks like they've put some little cabins that I've seen them put in at some other state parks. So obviously, oh, I see they got you got some equipment machinery out there. They're putting out some cabins. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cabins back there. Huh. I have to check that out. Call this the famous waterfront, is what they're calling it here at the state park. Just gonna take a little walk down here by the water. And I'm wondering if I can actually walk down by those cabins down there. I don't know, we'll see. Let's check it out. Well, the last time I was down sitting on a beach at the beginning of the month, I was in shorts and flip-flops. Now I'm dressed for the cold. You know, that is some cold water. Those cabins are right down the shoreline down that way, but they've got some guys working, so I'm not going to go down there. But yeah, I got all the ice along the shore here. Man, that is absolutely frigid. Well, it's not like it's warmer. I'm going to hang out on the beach, that's for damn sure. So I'm going to head back to the van. I'm going to probably get the heater hooked up. And I didn't fire it up. I got the propane filled up, and I didn't actually fire it up yet. So make sure that thing fires up, so I'll be good tonight. And yeah, this isn't a bad view. You know, I like being by the water, so you can see where the van's at. That's about as close as I can park. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hang out here for a little bit and make the most out of my $10 state park pass. You know, I think that's a great deal for 10 bucks to utilize all Michigan state parks. I mean, I've bought the $10 pass for the past, I don't know, quite a few years since they've offered it, and we use it all the time. So I love the Michigan state parks and the campgrounds and all that they have to offer. So, but, all right, let's head back to the van and get a little warm. I feel my face is getting a little chapped. I had to put some chapstick on because there's a little windburn from work yesterday. So, all right, check it a bit. Well, I wanted to go ahead and turn the van around. So this is what I call this the sofa. That's usually where I sit, or I can spin around the front chair, and which I'll do that here in a little bit. Spin that around, so you got some options of sitting here. But I'm gonna sit here and monkey around on the iPad for a little bit, and this is the view out my side window, which is not bad. So not too many people down here. There's a couple here and there. Some people coming to check out the water, I guess, and enjoy their $10 pass as well. So. All right, cool. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit for almost free 99. All right, well, left Sterling State Park and heading north back towards the house because I got to work in the morning. So I have a short commute from the house, and I really don't like driving a long way to get to work. So I'll find myself somewhere close to home, probably Myers. That seems to be my go-to during the entire pandemic. So. I really don't like that it gets dark this early. You know, getting dark at 6 o'clock kind of stinks. But summer will be here soon enough. So, but it's supposed to get down to like 14 degrees tonight, 13 or 14 degrees tonight. That could be possibly the coldest that I've stayed in the van. So, and I did, you know, when I was at the park, I laid on the mattress, and I tell you, the bad thing about memory foam is when it gets cold, man, it's like a brick. And then as your body heats it up, you settle in, you make a pocket, and as you roll around, you're rolling out of the hole that you've just created, you know, because the memory foam gets soft from your body temperature. But still gets pretty comfortable once you get settled in there. So, but I got a couple things I want to show you guys here once I get settled in. So I'll put the curtains up, and I'll show you how dark it stays in here. I'll show you these window coverings that I picked up off Amazon. They're really cheap and easy. They fit pretty good. You know, I was looking at some elaborate curtains or something that I thought I'd put up, but these window shades seem to be working pretty good. So, but all right, well, I should find me a place here pretty soon. Like I said, it'll probably be Myers, and yeah, all right, get back to you a little bit. All right, well, I'm here at Myers, and first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this front curtain up here. Well, it's actually a blanket, but it fits pretty good. It just I just clip it on these little paper clips up there, and it really blocks off the front windshield pretty good, and still get some ventilation. So I got to put my window covers in so I can get some ventilation here, because otherwise, if I don't get any ventilation in here, the propane heater puts out a little bit too much moisture, and I noticed the last couple times I'd stayed in it that I was getting a lot of moisture in the van, and I had to air it out when I got to work. So that's why I would highly recommend one of the other type of diesel type heaters that are a much drier air heat, and it'll probably make you feel warmer, and it'll probably keep everything dry in here, so you don't get any kind of dampness issues going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this blanket up first, and I'll show you these side window covers I got. I don't know if that GoPro is gonna pick up anything or not. Let me kick up a little bit more light here. All right, I don't know if that GoPro is gonna pick all this up or not. Try and get a little better light action going on in here. Let me put up this front cover. It's a wool blanket, and it fits pretty good. That's as fast as that is. Once I get these side covers on, once I get these side windows covers on, I'll take a walk around outside and show you how dark it appears from the outside here. So it works pretty good. Let me show you these window covers that I have. These are those collapsible shades that go in your front windows. They come in different sizes, and they fit right in the window perfect. They pop up, they're lightweight, they're easy to put in, and try and point this to the window to show you how quick they go in there. Pop right in there. That's it. Might get a better view on this one. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'll pop those shades open real quick. Drop it right in there. Fits right inside the plastic trim. I have this Mylar. Right. It even works good in the summertime. It keeps a lot of the heat out. It worked good when we were in Florida. So. Just drop that right in behind you. Seals it off really good. So I'll take you outside and in a minute and show you how well. You can't really tell the lights on right here. Okay, so it's, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the propane heater here. It's actually pretty warm in here right now, but as soon as I shut the car off, it's gonna really start to chill off. So earlier I misspoke and said that I had the Olympian Wave 3. This is the Wave 6, and I can say for a non-insulated van, a lot of the van guys were suggesting the 3. I am definitely glad I got the 6. We've used that several times when we were doing the hockey tournaments and had the dog in here, and I've camped in here a bunch of times, and it's worked pretty good. So this is the Wave 6. It is not it's not over powered for a window van with no insulation. And we're going to see tonight, it's supposed to get down to, I want to say like 13 degrees. So, and we'll fire this thing up. Just hold the side button in there for a minute. Alright, starts to burn. Hold it in for about 30 seconds. Turn it all the way on high. So that'll get us heated up here pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the window vents, and cool, should be good. So I tell you, when you feel your hand, when you feel it without the insulation back there, it's really cold, but there's a little bit of air between the fabric and the insulation, that Mylar insulation, that window covering. I tell you what, it really makes a big difference in there. Without the insulation, you can feel almost like a draft coming through there. So I mean, this is pretty bright in here. Kick on plenty of lights in here to make this a real deal. So this is how bright it is in here. It's not like I got the lights barely on or anything. So let me step outside and I'll do a quick little walk around and see how much light we can see on the inside of the van. All right, man, I don't know if you can hear, but these guys are doing some jackhammering over there. I probably won't hear that tonight, and I don't know how late they're gonna work. But anyway, well, just from the outside, you can see a little tiny bit of light up in there, maybe if you can. But if you take a walk around the outside, I mean, that light is super bright in there. Oh, I'm getting a little crack of light right there if you can see it. But you walk around the van, it is pretty much pitch black. Can't see a bunch of light going on in there at all. So yeah, all right, cool. And from the front, we definitely got some light going on in there at all. So those winter coverings that are you know, those pop-up things, super cheap on Amazon. They came 2 to a pack, and I want to say they ran about 12 bucks. So I needed 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12 of them. So that was 6 packs, right? And that was pretty cheap. There wasn't really a more efficient, quick, easy way to throw something up. When I didn't want them on, if I just want the windows, take them down, fold them up real quick, and I throw them underneath the bed. So they store really nice. So, but yeah. So got the windows up, heaters on, got the vents in. The other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a fan on to help exhaust some of the moisture. Hopefully, I'm gonna see if that makes a difference, because last time I didn't do that when I found that I had a lot of condensation in there. I did not have the fan on, so I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to show you the fan that I use. So what I use for a fan in the van is this DeWalt 20 volt fan. I got the 5-hour battery. It actually moves air pretty good. It's not bad. And I have a little inverter that I use to charge that battery. So I got a couple of different batteries, and I just rotate them through. And actually, this battery will run this fan on high, well, maybe just a tad bit off high, for the whole night. Okay, and all I'm doing is I have the fan down here. It's at the bottom, and it's blowing underneath the blanket that covers the front windshield there, and it's blowing the air to the vents that are on the outside. So I'm gonna see if that makes a difference. I'll know tomorrow when I go to work. I'll park my van in the station, and I'll know pretty quick if I got a bunch of condensation there, and if I do, I'll put a big fan in here, and I'll just drive the van out like I had to do in the past. So, but this little Wave 6 is putting out some pretty good heat right now. The only one other thing that I'll show you, so this is kind of how the winter action is set up, right? So I've got the window covers with the insulation, I got the wool blanket on the front, the Wave 6 heater, and the only other thing that I put an experiment with, and it seems to be working, is our little portable toilet. That's for my wife. You know, this is for an emergency situation. We don't, you know, try not to use it, but if we have to. But this is my jug. I just use that, right? The wife gets something a little bit better. And what I did, instead of filling it with water, I filled it with the pink RV antifreeze that I used to put in my old RV for, you know, winterization. So I just put that in there. So you got the orange going in there, and I dumped that. So that should keep everything from freezing. I mean, it's obviously liquid, and it's been cold, so it's working without any problems. I just didn't want any seals to bust. You know, if I just had some water in there. So it doesn't stay in here all the time. This is more of an experiment. I saw somebody else did this online, and he had that pink antifreeze, and I said, hey, that's a great idea. So not that we do much winter camping, but like I said, that was more of an experiment. I could probably take that back out anytime now. It's not important that it stays here. So I'm actually getting warm in here, so I'm going to go ahead and shut the fan off, and yeah, we'll go from there. So this is the video I've been wanting to make for a while, just showing the window coverings that I have, and man, it's just, you really can't feel a ton of cold coming through there with that little insulation. Now, if you wanted to insulate a little bit more, you could probably put some Reflectix in there, or even, you know, custom cut some Reflectix and double it up if you wanted to. This seems to work fine for me. I don't do a bunch of super cold, you know, van camping, but if you wanted to do that, you could, you know. So this is going to be one of the coldest nights that I've been. So if it gets down to, you know, 12 to 14 degrees tonight, that'll be a little chilly, and we'll see. This Wave 3 this Wave 6 can run on high for, you know, a good couple of days, so I'm not worried about conserving propane by any means. Yeah, so cool. We are going to see how it goes. Now, one thing I can tell you, I can hear this damn jackhammer going on over there. I hope that they don't work all night, you know. I don't know, maybe they'll be done by, you know, 7:30, 8 o'clock or something like that, who knows. But I don't think that'll be a problem. You probably can't hear it, but I can hear it's kind of shaking the ground a little bit, so with that jackhammer. But yeah, I'm gonna get situated here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some sweats on, get a little more comfortable, and yeah, I'll check back with you, let you know how this temperature's going. So hopefully we stay semi-warm tonight. Don't have to stay hot, just don't freeze to death tonight. We'll see. All right. Well, if you can see, that is now, well, it's almost 8 o'clock and it's 22 degrees. And oops, let's see the hourly. What are we supposed to be getting down to? Oh, it's changed a little bit. Looks like the low is only going to be 16. Okay, all right. It was reading colder than that. It was reading like 13 degrees earlier. So, all right, we're at 22 degrees at 8 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock anyway. And cool. We'll see how it goes. Well, I could say this: if it's 22 degrees right now, it feels great in here. I mean, no problem at all. If it stayed this temperature all night, I'll be sitting pretty good. I'm gonna leave that heater on high, and with that fan going, hopefully it pulls some of the moisture out of here. And yeah, that's the plan. Well, it's what do we had here? 9 o'clock, and we're looking at 20 degrees. So she's dropping on our way to 16 that they're talking about. Hopefully it doesn't get any colder than that, but we're staying pretty warm in here. Still got the heater cranked up. We're on high, and yeah, doing pretty good in here. So I haven't even gotten on the covers yet, but that'll be coming pretty soon. I can kind of feel a little bit of the chill coming on. So, but yeah, so far so good. I wish I had found a thermometer that was cheap, so I would have liked to have known what the temperature is in here tonight, but yeah, I didn't find one. So this is what I got going on for my charging station. So that's how I charge my DeWalt batteries, and I got my little inverter going on there with my GoPro charger and my iPhone charger, and yeah, this little light strip that I got going down there at the bottom. So this runs off a USB as well. So that's kind of my charging station, because my batteries are right inside that box there. Man, I can really feel some cool air coming out of there. Damn. So all right, I'll check back with you as this temperature drops, and if it gets to the point where I got to fire up the van, I will definitely let you know. Well, it's 11 o'clock and it's 18 degrees. It's dropping, and heater's keeping me warm. I've even have my fireplace crackling along that you can hear here, but this isn't putting out much heat. All right, I'm about to call it a night here and try to get some sleep, because I got to work in the morning, get up early, because I got to get in the station, take a shower when I get in there in the morning. So, but I don't know if I get up through the night because I'm freezing, or I got to fire up the van for some heat or anything like that. I will definitely let you know. So we will check you in the morning if I don't see you before then. What do we got here? We got 3 o'clock in the morning, 15 degrees. It's getting chilly, but it's still doable, not a problem. Well, it's a little after 6 o'clock, and we're looking at 14 degrees this morning. I guess that's what it got down to. So the heater did its job. It's a little chilly in here, and maybe the crackling to the fireplace all night kept me warm. Don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna get this van fired up, get some heat in here, because I gotta get rolling. I gotta get into work a little bit early this morning than usual. And yeah, so it was a pretty good night. So that's at 14. I don't know what it would be like at 0. I think if I took it to 0, I'd have to be in like a down sleeping bag. But hey, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try that too. So, all right, cool. Fan ran all night, so runs pretty good on those batteries. All right, I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna get out of here. So we'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, time for me to get the heck out of here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little video. Even though there wasn't a whole lot to it, but I felt like getting out there and doing something. So, all right, everyone have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.